Hey, what's going on? This is Coach with Live Fitness. Wanted to reach out to you. We've got I've been reading this great book going on right now by Daniel Kahneman. He's a psychologist, winner of the Nobel Prize, and just super smart stuff. And I want to tell you why you are struggling with your weight loss and how you're setting yourself, your mind is setting yourself up for success, and how to solve that problem. Right? So, a study was done. Daniel Kahneman would argue that you have two different brains, if you will, two different consciousnesses. Consciousnesses. Your system one is what you would call it. Your system two. And your system one is like primordial, primitive, like needs, your wants, your desires, and your system two would be more like the analytical side, the stuff that takes a lot of computation and you have to sit and think about. And you have a limited budget of both. And in fact, they're always in conflict. All right. Now I say this just to set it up. So this study that was done was they would set these groups of people up, and they would do them one at a time, and they'd have these people, they'd give them 7 digits to remember, like a phone number. We found that 7 digits is the right in the middle of about what we can reasonably keep in our short-term memory and keep it safe. So they would give them 7 digits, and they'd have them walk from one room to the other. And as far as the people within the study were concerned, they were just to report what those 7 digits were. Now, halfway in between, what would happen is one of the scientists would bump into them. Oh, excuse me, thank you so much for helping us out. Here, can I offer you either this delicious chocolate cake or this delicious fruit salad? And what they found is that the people that were thinking of 7 digits, right in the middle of what we can remember, so it requires a little bit of effort to be thinking about this, to keep it in mind, and you've experienced this every time you try to remember a new phone number, is they always chose, or nearly always chose, the chocolate cake. Now, the people that only remembered or only were forced to remember 3 different digits, they nearly always chose the fruit salad. Now, the reason why this is so important is because what they found is you have this limited budget of effort, if you will. And your system one is what would crave the chocolate cake, right? Oh, that's so delicious, I want that. And your system two is the side of your brain that says, no, wait a minute, that chocolate cake's not good for you. You want the fruit salad, it's better for your health, it's going to taste just as good, it's delicious, you should try that instead. And they found, of course, that those that had 7 different digits to remember, they were thinking, or that their budget of effort was taken by trying to remember the priority at hand, the 7 digits. And so they chose the chocolate cake because when the system 2 was taken over, when they can no longer remember that, oh, that chocolate cake isn't good for you, you need to be doing something that's a little bit healthier, a little bit better for you, they found that they would go for that chocolate cake. Whereas when there wasn't that budget taken yet, when they only had 3 numbers to remember, they would opt for the healthier option. And I say that because it's so critical for your weight loss, because the reason why you're not losing weight, the reason why you struggle and why you're on again, off again, is not necessarily because you haven't made it a habit yet. It's not necessarily your fault. It's your brain. It's the goals are too difficult. They are requiring too much of your effort. So how do we fix that problem? We come up with a goal that is simpler until you master that, and it does become habit. So you have one that isn't going to require so much of that effort budget, if you will. So some good goals, some that I've used personally, is if I missed a planned workout, and I would plan them. I was going to do it tomorrow, and I was going to go on Friday, and I was going to go Saturday morning. And if I missed one, I have 3 days to make up that workout plus another. Very simple rule. It places priority. Another goal that I've used is, of course, if I've been found myself skipping breakfast, I don't skip breakfast anymore. I make my breakfast. I have something. I don't care what it is. Another simple rule I love to start my clients out with is we're going to have veggies at every meal. I don't care how much and I don't care what it is, but we're having veggies at every meal. Simple rule, easy to follow. And I don't like anything more than 3. And the reason being is not just because we got to keep it simpler for the mind to remember and stay focused and stay on track, but in fact, because I love this quote, that the moment you have 3 priorities, you have none. So I like to keep my goals actually at 3 or less. I like 2. 2's really good. I like 3. 3's really good. But those should be focused on your nutrition and they should be focused on your exercise, and that is pretty much it. The moment you have 3 priorities, you have none, because your efforts, your budget is tapped out. This is Coach with Live Fitness. Thank you for checking out our video. You can check us out, bluespringspersonaltraining.com. We are the Transformation Center here in beautiful Mannheim, Germany. Come check this out, baby. This is Mannheim. Peace out.